How the hell did they do that? This track is powerful, yet simple, the drop is amazing, and I'm gonna show you how to create something in the vicinity. So this is the track, band is Levity, the track is front to back. And first things first, I uploaded the track to Ableton Live and found the beats per minute, which is 70. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the bass drum. So this bass drum is about, and you can see down here, so it's around 100 milliseconds, maybe a bit more, maybe it's up to here. So around 120. It's a really short kick and we actually don't need a lot more than that. So I went ahead and I created with kick 2, first I created the same pattern, and then I'm going to go to kick 2 and I'm going to make sure that it is, yeah, it's around 120 milliseconds. The shape you can see it's kind of similar, and then making sure that there isn't like, it doesn't sound like this, like with a lot of attack, with a lot of high frequencies. None of that. We go low. Yeah, and then there is some distortion on it. Yeah, I think it helps creating that vibe. Without it, it's a bit too clean. So a bit rougher and kind of muddier, fits this kind of vibe. And then the pattern is something like this. Then the rest is kind of obvious. You need a clap. Anything will work. I kind of put a few on them, on top of each other. This is too loud. Let's make it a bit quieter. Yeah. So kick and bass together. Okay. Then we need hats. So to create these hats, I'm going to use a serum. I'm going to choose some sort of noise. Let's go. It doesn't really matter. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like one long note. Amazing. And put the volume up and then take this LFO one. So sorry, put the volume down and then with the LFO create the, so we want 16th and then take like a high pass and send the noise to that. Yeah, something like that. There we go. So to create that a bit of stereo image, I can use a line delay, and all we need to do is like set one of them a bit late. That's all we really need. And then together it sounds like this. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the motherfucking bass. So for the bass, what I've created is a pattern that is similar to what is in the reference, but it's double the size, double the length, which is okay. We don't have to do it exactly the same. So this is what I've created. Okay, and first of all, this is one of the digital oscillators, wavetable distortion sub desk perk, which is kind of a distorted sine wavy sound. Okay, so without anything, it sounds like this. Okay, and then we have FM with the same oscillator, only 3 octaves up. This is a key element, 3 octaves up for the second oscillator. And then volume is down, and then it gives us this thing. So I have a little bit of an LFO on this FM thing, which gives me this thing with this kind of sound. Already getting closer. And then a couple of different LFOs to give you like that movement. So one of them is creating an eighth, and then the other one is moving in a very fast rhythm. It's kind of like fast triplets. And then we need to cut a lot of high frequencies, so there's a filter here which also gets a bit of modulation from metaphor 1 and 2, and then it gives us this motion. So if I move this, you can hear the difference. So you can hear now that it's only eighth, and here there is like a slow quarter note that you don't hear a lot of. But this thing, so you create kind of that laid back feeling that you desire, and this is most of the sound. After that, all you need is a really good sidechain between the kick and the bass. So every time the kick hits, the bass goes down. So you can see that created here. All together, the only thing that we're missing is some bass frequencies. That is an issue, since in the reference the bass is really stereo, and I've created that stereo imaging by using two voices. So to help us do the sub frequency layer, all we need to do is actually group this and then double the track, open the second one, let's call this sub, and then we will move it back to 1. Also open close the filter, and then wait for my sound to sound only sub, which is more or less what's happening now. And then we can something like this, very low frequencies, and then I'm gonna mix the two. From this one I can cut all the low frequencies, I don't need them anymore, so I'm gonna use an EQ in here and up to around 100 Hertz, and then together we have the sub in the middle and the stereo, all the high frequencies in the stereo. All you're left to do is find some vocal that sounds like that: jump, 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 gonna jump, gonna jump, gonna jump, jump. So I've made something weird with some samples here, sitting on quarter notes, 8 notes. So that's it. This was Levity front to back. Hope you liked it, and you may now fuck along.